Good day, viewers. I hope you are enjoying your day. There is another concept I want us to study today. Um, it is subject of formula, and I want us to have the comprehensive skill to acquire as regards this subject of formula. Uh, we have steps to follow anytime we are asked to make a certain variable subject of formula in an equation. The first thing is to identify the variable, and once we are done identifying it, we should perform mathematical manipulations that will make sure we pack all other variables at a side, and bring the identical variable we want to make the subject of formula at a side as well, left hand side to be precise. Then we express our equation decently. With that, what I have series of mathematical manipulations that we can perform that is not limited to this. We have factorization, we have dividing both sides by a certain variable or constant, multiplying both sides by, subtracting from both sides, adding to both sides, taking the square of or square root of both sides, taking the exponential on both sides, taking the function of both sides, crossing, multiply, and introducing reciprocal. So whatever we do to the left hand side, let us take note that we must do it to the right hand side as well. Now we have a question. We want to make t the subject of formula. I would love us to pause this video and give it a try then before you move to the next slide. T to make the subject of formula here. First thing is to identify that t. T is being identified at the term, at the first and the second term of the right hand side. And the first thing we're going to do to this is that I will manipulate our way to make the problem simple and pack all the t at the side. Already the t are already at the side now. The first thing we do here is we'll multiply through by 2. When we multiply both sides by 2, we're going to have 2s is equal to 2ut plus 8t squared. Then we can rewrite it to be ut squared plus 2ut is equal to 2s. Then we divide through by a. Why we're doing that is because we want to make the coefficient of t squared, we want to make it 1. So it can come in a pattern that we use to solve our completing the square method, because this thing is indeed a similar equation to a quadratic equation. And when we divide through by a, we're going to have t squared plus 2ut over a is equal to 2s over a. The next thing we do is to add u over a to both sides. We actually needed it to add to the left hand side, and whatever we do to the left hand side, we must do it to the right hand side. We're adding it to the left hand side in order to make the left hand side a perfect function, so that we can easily factorize it, just like we have done at the next step. And after we're done factorizing, we can take the square root of both sides. Taking the square root of both sides, we're going to have t plus u over a is equal to plus or minus all root of 2s over a plus into u over a square. Then we subtract u over a from both sides. After we are done subtracting u over a from both sides, from the left hand side it will be left alone t, and all other variables and constants are now at the right hand side. We're already done if we're to consider it as our subject of formula, but we can express our answer decently by taking the square root of a square at the denominator, and we have the next line, which is t is equal to minus u over a plus or minus root 2as plus u square over a. Then we can take the LCM to actually having a perfect form of how we usually write the conventional quadratic formula. And this is the end of it. Thank you so much for watching. Let us always take note of all these skills. They are very, very important in the field of mathematics.